All right, everyone. Recently, I made this video right here about a woman's interest level and how important that is in dating and then eventually a relationship. Well, what I'm about to talk about today goes hand in hand in that. And it's super important. What is super important? It's super important for you to stop chasing her. This one move changes everything. It is one of the most important things and the mistake I see guys making over and over and over again, over pursuing, pedestalizing the woman and being too attentive. Chase, chase, chase. You haven't figured this out yet. This isn't going to work out for you. It doesn't work out. So we've all been there. You send a text and then nothing, silence. You start refreshing your phone, you're checking it again and again. You're chasing and she's running. You're chasing and she's running. When I was a kid, we were a lot of dogs in my neighborhood, and we lived out in the suburbs, and everyone had a decent amount of land. Every once in a while, you'd see a strange dog, and you'd look at the dog, and the dog would look at you. You're outside playing with your brothers or whatever, your friends from the neighborhood. And you didn't know if that dog was going to attack or chase you. You just didn't know. And you look at each other, and all of a sudden, you're like, I'm out of here. And you start running, and that dog will chase. The instinct will be for him to chase you, and there you go. You're off and running. With girls in relationships, if you're going to chase her, she's going to run. She's going to take off. Write me in the comments if this doesn't happen, but this happens. You're chasing, she's going to scamper off into the forest. So today, I'm going to break down this cycle for you because most guys don't know how to stop. They think one more text, one more, I'm just going to check in, and things will turn around. Wrong. It only makes things worse. So today I'm going to look at this. We're going to go into this deeper and how to flip this dynamic. And most importantly, how to turn your attention to where it really belongs. You. Yes. Stick around to the end because once you see this, once you see how this works out, you're never going to chase again. Let's make this the last time you chase. Let's make this the last time you make this big blunder because it's going to completely change and affect your dating life for the better. So point number one, learning the power of silence. If she's not responding, she's already answered you. Here's where most guys mess it up. They try to fill that silence, whereas you should just let that silence ride. It's golden. Look at it this way. Imagine you walk into a store and the salesperson won't leave you alone. Has that happened, right? They're there. You're looking at the rack. You're looking at stuff. Can I help you? Do you need help? What about now? Are you still looking? Would you like me to get a dressing room for you? Would you like me to get that? This would look good on you. And they're making suggestions and you just want them to back away and give you some space so you can look around and decide what you like. That's what she wants to do. And that's how she feels when you keep texting her. But when you stop, you change the game. Silence is powerful. It creates curiosity. She will wonder. What do I keep talking about in these videos? I talk about mystery and challenge. Right? By embracing this silence, you give her that chance to wonder about you. Why did he stop texting? That's the text from Anthony again. Tuesday, now the text from and Wednesday. No, that's Anthony. What if Thursday, no text from Anthony? Friday, no text. Saturday, all of a sudden it pops up in her brain. Hey, that guy isn't texting me anymore. And she gets curious and she starts to wonder. This is the power of silence. This is your great power. It's not words. It's holding back when the time is right to hold back. What is your job? Your job is to button it up and let the silence do the work. We want to do the work because we're fix-it guys. But if you embrace that silence, you let that silence do that work for you. Point number two, flip the script. This is a reversal effect. People only value what they think they might lose. You step back, now she has to wonder again. Think about it. A friend you always reach out to, then one time you don't. Then suddenly they hit you up. Why? Because they felt your absence. The minute you stop chasing, you give her a reason to chase you. If she doesn't, she never really cared that much in the first place, and then you need to move on. So really, it's a win-win no matter what. You don't want to be pursuing someone who really isn't interested in you. It's a waste of your time. And you could be pursuing one of the other millions of women out there and who could be a great match for you. It's not about playing games. It's about respecting yourself to stop over investing in someone who doesn't invest in you. Stop over investing in someone who isn't investing in you. Point number 3, stop waiting and start winning. Instead of staring at your phone and checking your phone like a lost little puppy, ask yourself, what's something I've been putting off? Do I need to hit the gym? Do I need to build my business? Do I need to make more connections on LinkedIn? I've been meaning to learn something new. Now is the time. I knew a guy who got ghosted by a girl and started to run marathons. By the time she came back around, he had, stacks of medals. He'd spent a year running these races, meeting new people. He already had a new girl. He was too busy winning. You want to become so locked into yourself that it doesn't matter. She's like, it's okay. She wasn't right for me. And when that happens, and when the chasing stops and the needing stops, you start attracting. You start becoming more magnetic. Point number 4, clarity. If you're so needy and I hope she's going to respond to me by text. Let me check my text. Let me do this. You're too close. It's like, here's the TV. You're like sitting on top of the TV like that, rather than having it 6 foot away and then you can see it. You need to get 6 foot away. You need to get a mile away. You need to get far away to see the truth and get some clarity. Like, oh, I am being needy. Oh, I care way too much. I don't even know this girl. Oh, I'm not dating other women. Why am I doing that? She won't even go out with me. You start to get the clarity. Move away, step back, and you will see the truth. And really, that frees you. The longer you're under this illusion, she's the one. It doesn't make sense. You don't know her. The right woman doesn't have you guessing all the time. I've said this before, the right woman will open doors for you. Metaphorically, she's just going to make things easy. She's going to make it easy to get a date. She's going to make it easy to do things. She's going to make offers herself. If she can't show up for something, she'll say, hey, I can't, but we can do this. Next time I'm free. See the truth for what it is. That's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to wake you up out of this pattern and this neediness. And this situation creates this feeling of weakness and doubt and insecurity. And that's really not the truth. It's just what you're letting happen. While you can let something else happen, even more wonderful, by focusing on yourself. So point number 5, what if she does text back? So let's say she finally hits you up. So what now? First, don't get all excited. Her texting you doesn't mean she's changed. She could just be bored. She just could need some validation. The new guy she's going out with, or the other guy, maybe he's ignoring her and she needs to boost her ego up a little. You don't know. So don't get excited. Your job is to stay cool when this happens and keep it casual. Make sure you match her energy. If she's low effort, you stay low effort. If she's serious, let her show it. But if she's just breadcrumbing you, putting little stuff out there so you follow along, give her some attention, you've got to realize you're not really the option for her. And you have to center yourself with the fact that you're the prize and this isn't working for you. Point number 6, reclaim your power. And that's what this is about. You forget how powerful you are when you're chasing and you're needy and you're working from this place of want and not having. It zaps your power. So you need to reclaim your power. This is about you. Every time you stop chasing a woman who doesn't value you, you're proving to yourself that you're worth more. Look at history. Every great man who's ever achieved something didn't waste time chasing people who weren't on board with his mission. They built, they conquered, they became men of value. And that's the energy you need to bring. Point number 7, the power of detachment. This is something you need to learn, and this is especially hard for my younger tribesmen. The strong men are the ones who can walk away without hesitation. And this is the gosh darn most attractive thing to a woman. Understand this. Detachment doesn't mean that you stop caring. When I'm saying don't care, don't care, I'm really saying you got to calm your emotions down. It's okay to care, but you're being too expressive. You're giving into that feeling too much. You have to care less and ground yourself because you're getting way, way ahead of yourself. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop over caring about people who may not care about you. You don't really know because you don't really know them yet. You don't know them. Detach, and you'll see how much easier life gets. Point number 8, build an abundant mindset. The reason the most guys chase is because they think she's the only one. You've pedestalized her. You put this up. You're inventing all these things you think you are. She got a sweet voice. It's a nice smile. She's like this, like these girls I saw on TV or the movies I grew up with. No, she's not. She's different. She's her own person. The chances of her being like any of the women from the movies are pretty darn slim. Or any ideas you can come up with in the first 3 months of what you think she is and how you think she is and what you think her personality is. Yeah. For the most part, it's all going to be wrong. So you don't really know. You need to build an abundant mindset. She's not the only one. There's tons out there. That's a freshman mistake. And we've all made that. We get real excited and our burgeoning emotions get carried away. Don't get carried away with your emotions, young tribesmen. If you're in your 20s, you're in college, you're getting out of college, you still, those emotions can be really fresh. They can be fresh for people in their 50s and 60s. Learning how to deal with your emotions, learning how to be detached. This is a really important skill set, and you need to focus on this. And while you're dating, this is the perfect opportunity to do this. Think about how this makes you feel. She needs to earn you. You don't need her. She needs to earn you. Now, if you feel this in the core of your body, are you going to chase her? I'm the prize. She needs to earn me. I need to be sure she's quality before I get too wrapped up in this. Flip the mindset. You don't need her. She needs to earn you. The moment you stop chasing and focus on becoming the best version of yourself, whether that's opening yourself up to dating other people, improving your body, your life, you start not just attracting women, you attract a lot of options. And you're going to find this is where confidence comes in. This is going to make it easier for you to eliminate this chasing thing and the neediness thing. Abundance makes you attract. Your abundance mindset makes you attract more. It's like when you start winning and you start making money and your business starts taking off, other things start to take off too. It's like there's an inertia of good stuff that happens. It's the same if you flip your mindset and you start doing what I'm suggesting in this video. You don't just attract one woman, you attract options. Scarcity makes you chase. Abundance makes you attract. Scarcity makes you chase. Abundance makes you attract. Which one are you choosing? So here are my final thoughts on this. I think you need to stop chasing and start living. I wish someone had told me about this at a different point in my life when I didn't follow these words I'm telling you now. Very briefly, and it was a big mistake. But I learned the pain of chasing and how useless it was and how awful it felt. And I never want to do that again. And you don't have to. You really don't have to if you follow what I'm suggesting in this video and all these different thoughts and all these different things you can do. You really need to educate yourself about what's going on so that you have more of an understanding of your emotions and you can benefit more from that understanding and have things work out when you're dating. This is bigger than just dating one girl. This is your life. The men who win aren't the ones checking their phone all the time to see if she called. They're the ones building something worth noticing. You know, they're the ones so focused on their own life. It doesn't matter. Stop waiting, stop chasing, start becoming the man you were meant to be. Understand your value and make it a priority that she needs to show her value to you before you take anything seriously. Are you ready to stop chasing and start living this new kind of life? Are you ready to let go of these insecure feelings that zap your confidence and set you up for disaster with the girl you're dating after and after and after? It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Watch this again if you need to, tribe. This is important stuff. Learn from this and stop chasing. I hope you got something out of that. Go ahead and subscribe if you did, and we'll see you in the next video.